What is something you were looking forward to experience in a relationship but never really got? Having a teenage love. You read all these amazing books and movies about young teenage girls falling in love with the football quarterback, the sweet boy next door, the really smart guy in her biology class, the bad boy with the motorcycle. You see them doing all these lovey-dovey things, listening to music in the car, spending time at a house party, dressing up and going to the high school dance together. Even in fantasy novels, the teenage characters almost always have a teenage love. I'm in my early 20s now, and I've never been in a relationship. Never kissed a boy. If there was ever a chance where I missed something I never had, it was being young and in love. A healthy relationship with someone who was enthusiastic in bed. I got my healthy relationship. But 10 years in, he is still so quiet. If it weren't for his hard D, AD and LD sometimes think he wasn't into it. I miss someone looking at me like I set them on fire and telling me so. Living separately. We were young as hell and I stayed the night once and never left. Growing into adults was hard enough, let alone together. Sometimes I'm envious of seeing people's spaces who live alone or had a chance to craft their own living area. He inherited the house at a young age and officially took it over at 18. Finding old paperwork and untouched boxes from 1996 is a trip. We weren't even born then. It's a lot of stress, but we have a vision for the old house. Adventure. It was like, okay, you're my wife who I come home to now. Like, WTF, no, let's go skiing in Canada or plan a trip to Mexico. Like, I still want to be dated and not just freaking getting Chick-fil-A on a Tuesday. I was curious if you were still married to someone who wouldn't adventure with you and checked your post history. In answer to manifesting an adventure buddy, I would say start doing local adventurous things that naturally lead to travel. Take up rock climbing at a gym or join local hiking groups or try scuba diving, etc. Whatever makes sense for where you live. Being able to have sex to get pregnant. But here I am injecting myself with drugs at a fertility clinic. Being put first. In any circumstance. I missed the entire experimentally fooling around phase. By 19 I was basically expected to know how to sex, which was woefully incorrect. Mutual respect. I honestly can't imagine what not finding mutual respect is like. To be loved like the way I love my partner. I feel like I'm not receiving the same amount of love that I'm giving, and part of me feels like I need to love harder in order to receive more love. Not working for me, and the other part of me just wants to give up. What sucks is I love them too much. Being shown off. I've dated 5 guys. Every guy I've dated never was proud to show me off, post me on Instagram and say that's my girl. I felt this. It's like, I don't need you to post me and all of our relationship on social media, but sometimes, every once in a while, it just would have been nice to show me off. I've never gotten this either. They always hid me. And then when they dated girls after me, they posted them. Going out on dates and impromptu romance. Each relationship I had taught me things I never learned or experienced in the past. It includes love, intimacy, consent, and respect. I'm lucky to be in one currently where I have experienced all of that. I hate that I had to go through hell to finally be happy now. Being a priority. Obviously not too, as you yourself should be top, but being a high priority. I've never been someone's priority, not even my parents. I also wanted someone to protect me and stand up for me. I think my childhood trauma and abuse led me to wanting and needing this more than the regular person. Sharing meaningful, expansive conversation and communication. Transparency. Pillow talk. Wanting to return the favor. Comfort when I was bereaved last year. A spontaneous hug just because I'm pretty damn wonderful. Romance. Like getting flowers, surprise dates, rose petal bath/bed, chocolate-covered strawberries and champagne, fancy dates, surprise visits, cute picnic, breakfast in bed, slow dancing, etc. Just all the cute things LD see in movies growing up. Far from reality. I've always wanted a New Year's kiss, but it's just never worked out. Almost happened one year, but we broke up right before. Last year I was with 2 couples and insisted on bringing my dog so I could at least kiss him. Being enough. A guy actually asking me out. Every relationship I've been in, we agree we just became boyfriend-girlfriend. Reciprocated love and just having a best friend in general. Genuine interest in my personality/who I am. Fidelity. Being adored. Having things done for me without asking. Having someone plan things for me. Being surprised. A couple's Halloween costume. Somehow, even though I've been in a few relationships, they somehow didn't line up with Halloween. It was too fresh, or we met just after and only dated for a year. There was only one Halloween where Elle had a serious boyfriend, and for the life of me Elle can't remember why we went as totally different things. It's like a dream of mine to have a fun coordinating costume. One day. Here's a platonic version. I never experienced having that tight-knit group of friends. The ones who did crazy fun stuff together in their teenage/early adulthood. I was incredibly shy and self-sabotaged many potential friendships when I was younger. I had attachment issues from my childhood I didn't understand yet, and always felt shame at my difficulty socializing, which turned into a vicious cycle of me avoiding it. Now I feel like I've missed out on so much, including on how to build a bond around anything other than a project/hobby, which is what Lee did instead of hanging out with others. I'll be heading to college next year, and hope to learn how to socialize better. I'm in my early 20s now. I do hope it's not too late to make some of these fun and wild memories, and that I won't come off as too awkward or frankly undesirable as a friend. My confidence in this area is low, but would like to improve and be a good friend. I never got the romance. I never got to come home to a ton of balloons for my birthday, a bath drawn because I had a bad day, or a dress on the bed saying get dressed and meet me at. Getting a nickname. Babe doesn't count, Jeremy. Big romantic proposal. I'd been proposed to before, but it was weird both times with those people. And I'm the one who proposed to my now husband. I'm fine with it. But sometimes I really wish I could have gotten the really big dramatic marriage proposal. I've never been in a relationship on my birthday, and I've just always wanted to be able to celebrate my birthday with someone. Dates, going on trips, having a good relationship with the in-laws, being able to sleep at each other's house. I was too young and broke when I had long relationships, and once I had an adult life I didn't had any adult relationship, just snips of it, so I'm craving for a real adult relationship, to be honest. A genuine connection with true chemistry. Someone who is excited to spend time with me and can't wait to see me. Someone having the same music taste as me. My ex of 3 years was a music snob, but it was my first and only relationship, so I didn't want to be nitpicky. But it made me really sad that he couldn't even pretend to like some of the music I liked or would listen to the playlists I made for him. We're both musicians and he knew how important music is to me. Backpacking across the UK. But now that we are done bearing fruit, we are saving for the adventure of a lifetime. I'm so glad I had kids early. I have lived several lifetimes in one lifetime, I feel. Flowers, a ring, marriage, wedding, living together. Someone to take care of me as conscientiously as I take care of them, on life and in bed. Honey, I'm home. Like he's excited to see me and not just complain about all the things I didn't get to that day. Walking on eggshells is not fun. The feeling of being in love, genuinely. Never got that. It was just a fascination that I had with the idea of potentially falling in love that caused me to believe I had it. I thought I was non-committal at first, but it was just me not having genuine feelings for the guys I pursued. They liked me, I liked them, and that's what I thought lead to falling in love like in the movies or books. I was just an optimistic, hopeless romantic. I still am, just have more realistic expectations. I always liked the idea of a casual relationship. Good sex, friendship, mutual respect, non-attachment. But every time I've tried it I either got attached or felt disrespected. I had to go to their place all the time, no effort in a friendship, felt like a sex object. So I'll just don't entertain those anymore. Having one on the first place, I guess. But I don't know if I should, can, or even want to sometimes. Those picture-perfect romantic dates out, young teenage love, experiencing living together. Either having a secure relationship where I don't have to fight for happiness or being asked out on a real date. Think like flowers, movie, and dinner kinda thing. Being with someone who genuinely wants to, and puts effort into, getting me a gift. Someone who doesn't see gift giving as a bothersome chore, but is excited to give me something because he loves me, likes to make me happy, and thinks I'm worth the effort. Someone who doesn't feel the need to remind me each day for several days before the gift day that he has no idea what to get me in what feels like a passive-aggressive attempt to get me to say he doesn't need to get me anything. A New Year's kiss, a Valentine's date, a partner to plan my birthday party, a partner to host a party with, someone to fall asleep on during a plane or train ride, a date to a wedding, someone to bring home for the holidays, someone to come home to, someone to kiss goodbye before I go to work, someone to wear a matching shirt with at fucking Six Flags or some shit, a partner whose birthday I plan. Someone to buy Christmas gifts for. I'm turning 30 soon and I just wonder when, or if, I'll ever experience this. I think I've been lucky. I hit almost all my romantic bucket list items. The only thing I missed was the proposal. My first husband gave it to me as an ultimatum. I needed help covering rent, so I needed a roommate. He offered to move in on the condition that I marry him. I agreed because we were already together. It was awful. I didn't get a proposal. We were married in a courthouse. Rings from JCPenney. My second husband saw me looking at a cute opal ring from BJ's Wholesale Club LOL. He bought it for me. He asked for my dad's permission to ask me to marry him, which isn't some me having no autonomy thing. It meant the world to me that he did. Then on my birthday, he told everyone he was going to propose. We went to a nice brunch. He didn't propose. We went to this massive outdoor market with all sorts of really cute picture spots, and nothing. It wasn't until we were home, with me with my makeup off and in my pajamas, frustrated. Chinese takeout on the bed, getting ready to watch Vikings. He sat down on the bed after brushing his teeth and handed me the ring like you can have this now. Happy birthday. And don't get me wrong, we've always been super chill and low-key. Big gestures are not our vibe. I love that we're just two homebodies and buddies that get to live together and sometimes have sex. I love us. I love that finally found him. I love that I get to live my life with him. But man, I'd been dreaming about a romantic proposal my whole ass life, and nope. Great guy, my husband. Kindest man I know. He's so good to me in so many ways. But holy Toledo. There is not a romantic bone in his body.